Welcome everyone, Johnny Vivento here again. How you doing? Just by my complex here in Puerto Vallarta, doing okay. Let's get this over here a little bit so you can see a little bit of life going on back there, I guess. It's sitting in the complex in the sun. It feels real good. What are we going to talk about today? About the safety of Mexico, but I'm going to go down the whole 9 yards today, okay? Watching Timmy this morning, Sarasota Tim, he seems to be doing real well. Oh, I'm going to level it off there. Seems to be doing real well. Got a lot of comments on the last video saying I took it off. Saying how wrong I was about how he isn't natural behind the, which I said he was, natural like behind the camera, which he is, which I'm trying to learn what he knows, you know. But anyway, I'm happy to be out here talking to you all, and I'm going to give you the rundown again to say how you can do what I'm doing. Because as I said, if I can do it, everybody can do it. Okay, you can do it on a low budget, on a zero budget almost. Okay, get away from the bills, the stress, the animosity in the United States that's going on right now. The animosity, the, what can I say, the jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy going on. You don't have it here. If you don't understand what they're saying, man, you don't have the jealousy. They're not jealous. These people here, they just know, they think you're a gringo with a lot of money, even though you don't have any. And that's why Americans, I think, love to be here. Just thinking, this whole area, there's about 50,000 Canadians and Americans living here. There's got to be a reason, and the reason is they live a stress-free life here. You can get out, you get transport, you can do anything you want, go anywhere. You don't have to pay for anything, bills are low. It's amazing. Food's good, weather's great, as it always is. I did a video, Sarasota, Florida versus Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, didn't I? And didn't get a lot of response. But I tell you something, I'd rather be here, put it that way. You can get away with the monthly bills of $300 per month for rent. You can find a place for that. If you can, leave a comment or call me on WhatsApp and I'll tell you where to go. There are places around, but generally it's around $400. There's a place here that's like $500 with water included. Everything's included except electric, even the HOA is included. So for like $500 a month. Okay, really, really nice place. 2 bedrooms, very small though. I think it's about, I think they're like 60 square meters, I believe. The place is like $500 a month. You've got to pay for electricity though. The reason is because you're going to use a lot of electric with the air conditioner in the summer. You know, that's the way it will be. That's how every American... Can you give me a second? Bear with me a minute here. Okay, there we go. Let's get it down a bit here. Yeah. Every American, every Canadian has a problem with the AC. They just want it on 24 hours a day. And you can't. But if you want it on, you can have it, but just you got to pay for it, you know. And here it goes by times how much things cost. Okay, so if the AC is on during the day, it costs a lot more than if it's on at night. So you can have it just on at night, that's fine. We have a great breeze now, but in the summer coming up, we're coming up to April, May. Believe me, this breeze will not be here. It'll be just hot, hot, hot. Humidity, we're close to the coast here. The humidity is going to be kind of unbearable, but it's going to be awesome. I love it. A lot of people don't love it, you know. It's just the way it is. Went out for a bike ride today, really enjoyed it. It was great. I'm buying a motorcycle soon, a small motorcycle. But I'm still a minimalist, okay? Now, I don't have anything. So I have the bicycle, I have my personal belongings, which is very small. The whole thing can fit into 4 suitcases that I have. And my clothes, I have, I think, like, I would say 10 pairs of shorts, about 20 t-shirts and polos, What else do I have? That's about it. And I have a, just in case I go back in the winter, I have long pants, a sweatshirt, and a jacket for the US. That's it. And a pair of shoes. And I have like 10 pairs of sneakers. That's what I have. That's what I am. I'm a real minimalist. That's what I have. Okay? And I'm really happy to be here. For the money, I mean, even though I have my own place, we have our own place, sorry. We're doing okay. Okay, everything's great. We got the weather, we got it nice. I'm going to give you a little rundown how much it will cost. As I said, you can get a place up to $500 a month. You have the beach close by. The beach is free. Don't have to pay nothing to go to the beach, okay? Take your own stuff. Don't spend unnecessarily. You know, a lot of Americans, they come here. I was watching this show from a British guy in Thailand, and he said most Brits go back after retirement because they start going out, eating out every day because it's cheap. Well, you can't. It isn't cheap. When you go to McDonald's, believe me, it's not cheap. People think, well, you know, I can get a Happy Meal for $5. No, they get a meal now. Like they got the cheaper menu at McDonald's for $5. But you add that up, you know, that's 120 pesos for one small meal. You can get away with half that here for a small meal. So what I'm trying to get at, nothing's cheap anymore. McDonald's isn't cheap. Burger King's not cheap. Wendy's isn't cheap anymore. You know, you're better off going to Walmart and buying a $6 chicken, the one that they have in the case, $6.99 I think it is. You're better off having one of those. A lot more nutritious, a lot more protein, a lot of meat, good stuff, good protein, rather than the McDonald's stuff that they're pushing down your throats, okay? Yeah, it tastes good, but believe me, it ain't good for you, okay? So, I don't eat fast food anymore. I haven't had fast food for a year, you know? I was with my son a lot, and we were going for, and he doesn't like fast food either, but we had no choice. You know, we were busy, we were on the road, and we went for fast food for a couple of days, but that's it, you know? I've eaten fast food for a year, not once have I been to McDonald's or anywhere like that. In fact, even between jobs, when I was in Colorado, I better not go in there. I might have bought a cup of coffee at McDonald's if I needed one. Usually I make my own coffee. But that saves you a lot of money. You know, the buying a flask, buying a good coffee, brewing it yourself, and having your coffee. It saves a lot of money, you know, and you got to think about that when you're in Metro, especially when you're retired. You don't want to overdo it, okay? You want to underdo it. Things to bring here, things that you think you're going to buy when you're here. If you have them, bring them. If you have a suitcase or 2 suitcases you're going to bring some essential stuff, okay? Because you are going to buy them here. You might as well bring them if you have them, you know? Because most people come here with 1 or 2 suitcases. They're going to pay for those suitcases anyway, regardless, as long as they weigh less than 50 pounds each. But a lot of people come with 30 pounds and 30 pounds. They could have put 20 pounds of stuff that we want in the future in those bags that we're going to need anyway. But what do? They don't do that. They buy everything here. Well, maybe that's okay. If you're rich, you do it, you know. But if you're not, you have to think about these things, you know. Think about where the money's going and retire and get out of this hole. Pay your debts before you come, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. And all's good. Anyway, let's get back to costs. As I say, between maybe $350 now. Don't forget the dollar's gone down for your apartment to $500. Yeah, you can do that. $500 is about 9,500 pesos. 9,000 pesos. 9,500 or 9,000 pesos, something like that. It's worth doing, you know. You can get a nice apartment for that price. For all we know, it's all inclusive. But you're going to have internet probably. They're going to include water, I would guess, for that price. And the only thing you've got to worry about, as I say, is electricity. Most people get a decent Social Security, especially if you're a couple. If you're a couple, you're going to average around $2,500 Social Security, right? That's only 500 gone for rent. You've got 2,000 pesos. I keep saying pesos because I'm so into pesos. $2,000 to spend monthly. 500 bucks a week, that's enough. Okay, you can do what you want on that. Okay, go to the beach every day, take a packed lunch, take a picnic, buy yourself a little chair that you can sit at the beach by, both of you, buy a couple of towels unless you have them, and live that way. You can do it. Most apartments are furnished, so you don't have to worry about furniture. So for 500 bucks a month, you got a furnished place. Okay, you don't have to buy nothing. Just live minimal. Okay, and this is on a budget. Okay, you can do it. As I say, I told you yesterday on the video that you can stay here for 180 days legally in Mexico. Every American, every Canadian can. They will stamp it. They will give you a card. Oh, actually, they stamp it, sorry, on your passport now. They don't give you a card anymore. Stamp it on your passport. You are allowed to be here for 180 days legally, as long as you don't break the law. If you don't break the law, you can stay. After 180 days, especially from here in Puerto Vallarta, I don't know where you're going to be living, okay? But wherever you are, get to a border town, go across the border and come back. People do it all the time. They go to Juarez in Mexico, they go to El Paso, and they come back, okay? And they get another 180 days. Myself, I went to Tijuana. I go to Tijuana, I walk under the bridge into San Diego, and I do a U-turn back. After like a half a mile, you do the U-turn back. What's difficult about that? There's nothing difficult about it. You're entitled to be here. There's no problem. Mexicans want you here. They want your money, man. They want you to spend money here. They want the economy to keep going. That's why the peso's so strong right now. It's all to do with that, you know. The new president has made it very, very difficult for expats to be here right now. The new stipulations, $4,000 a month into your bank account before you even get considered for temporary residency. Okay, that's absolutely ludicrous. Okay, but it's their country, it's their law, and they did it so that they know how many Americans are coming. People are coming, man. Do it before it's too late. But do what I just told you. You don't have to wait then. You know, you have to wait for the law to change. Just come over and do it. Do it that way. You'll do it. I'm telling you. It's easy. I've lived in many, many different countries around the world. I've got around everything. I've been illegal in countries around the world where I've gone and when I say illegal, I've gone in and out, okay? Is that illegal? I don't know. But you go out and you come back in again, okay? I've lived in like 7 different countries in the world. So I'm just saying that you can do it. Everyone can do it. And once you're here, I'm telling you, the rest is history. If you get, especially if you're a couple. If you're a single, $1,500 a month. If you're a couple, $2,500 a month. No problem whatsoever. You'll live a nice life here. You'll have enough food to eat. You'll have places to walk, which, of course, the weather's great. So you have to worry about bad weather. And you have the beach, which is free. You can live inland. In Guanajuato City or somewhere like that, maybe Cuernavaca, Mexico City, Guadalajara, Lake Champala, which is by Guadalajara, or you can live in Querétaro, which is near Mexico City. So expats are moving there in the droves. Okay, but I would recommend the beach because you have the beach, you have the weather, you have to walk on the beach is something, you know. You've got the Malecon, which is our boardwalk. You can walk for miles down there, man. Nobody bothers you. Okay, except street vendors maybe. But you will enjoy it. It's a great time, great life. And there's nothing wrong with that. Lots to do around. Tonight, it's Sunday, there's like a festival in Puerto Vallarta. We've had the trouble that few weeks ago. It's all died down now. Everything's back to normal. Nobody died. The only people that got hurt in that whole incident were the people that they never had car insurance on their cars. They must have really hurt. That was the first thing I thought of. Nobody was hurt physically, but they must have been hurt financially, okay, to burn out cars. Actually, in the Costco parking lot, Costco, Walmart, those kind of parking lots, they were actually targeting cars parked in there, you know. And a lot of the convenience stores were fired out, okay, and they were given a warning. Everybody left, and they bombed them out, like with fire, whatever they used, Molotov cocktails probably, I don't know. But anyway, God bless you all, and keep watching Sarasota Tim. The haters keep hating on the guy, but he's doing okay. He's doing well, and I'm using him on my title. I love you all, okay? And I really wish you have a great rest of your day, even though in the U.S. it's about 1 in the morning, so or 12, it's about midnight. Sorry, I'm wrong there. Love all of you. Bye.